NFL kicks off. We have full NFL schedule tomorrow. We had the Buccaneers and the Cowboys play Thursday night. I stayed up and watched that game. Hell of an opening game to get the season started. Fucking Tom Brady's going to play until he's 65. Like, there's no end in sight for this dude. It's unbelievable. It's ridiculous. But you can't, like, as much I've hated Brady my entire life that he's been playing in the NFL.
Yes. Yes.
Now that he's with Tampa Bay and he's doing it down there, I appreciate him for what he is. And this is what I guess this is what people in the NBA are like with LeBron. Like, I've always appreciated LeBron since he's been in the league, but I'm just now starting to appreciate Brady and actually, just the greatness that is out there. It's insane what he does. Whether he has a bunch of skilled players, whether he doesn't, he's that dude. And I think he tweeted out or said, I'm not going after Montana's GOAT. I'm going after Jordan's GOAT. And, he has a strong argument to be considered, better than Jordan as, greatest athlete.
To the Jordan fan up there in the quarter, what'd you say about that?
No.
Saying he already has one more championship than Mike.
No. Jordan got there and got it done.
What a different team, too.
Look, I'm a Drew Bledsoe fan.
Oh, Jesus.
I will never like Tom Brady.
That you're a Bledsoe fan?
Ever like Tom Brady.
Who likes Drew Bledsoe?
You really like Bledsoe?
You're the only Drew Bledsoe fan I've ever heard of in my life.
I never knew that.
For
how long I knew you from birth, I never knew that. What?
That just goes to show you don't trust that mother bleeper, Jay.
What?
Don't trust him.
What?
What? I was a Drew Bledsoe fan.
Finding out family secrets on the Dumb-Marks podcast.
Is that a Patriots fan? No, but I like Drew Bledsoe.
Wow. My mind is blown, boy.
All right. With all that being said, let's get into it. Let's break down our division winners here. So let's go NFC side of the bracket first. And let's go NFC West, around the horn. Who you got? Arizona, San Fran, Seattle, or the Rams? Who you got?
I'll even interject here. I didn't have any time to do any research lately, so you guys go.
You don't watch football, just like Donald don't watch comedy movies.
I got the 49ers in the division. I think they're going to bounce back after all their injuries they had last year.
Toss up for me between 49ers and the Seahawks. I'm going to go with the Niners.
I don't think Seattle's defense is good enough. Will they be a little bit better than last year? I don't know. They were kind of putrid last year. San Fran, with that, if they stay healthy, they got a shot as well. I'm gonna go with the Rams here. I think Stafford coming in is a huge upgrade over Goff, and that defense, is a top 5 defense. So, you're getting you're replacing a game manager with a guy that doesn't get enough credit for how good he really is at the quarterback position because he played in Detroit his whole career. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to go with the Rams.
And for the NFC West, I got the Seahawks and the Rams in the wild card. So just want to throw that out there.
Who's starting for 49ers?
It's
Garoppolo.
Garoppolo.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but we'll see. I don't expect Garoppolo to be the quarterback, come week 16, but we'll see how that plays out. All right, so that's the NFC West. Let's go to the NFC least, which is the Cowboys, the Eagles, the Washington football team. I almost said something that can't be said on air, and the Giants. So who you got this one?
I have the Cowboys in this. It hurts to say that, but I do.
I was leaning
Dak.
Go ahead.
The offense, people were shitting on Zeke and the Cowboys for not running the ball, but you're not going to find many teams that can run the ball on Tampa Bay. Like that front is insane with Sue and Vita Vea and everything else. Like, good luck, running against them. Weapons are insane. If everybody stays healthy, the way Kellen Moore called that game on Thursday night, and Dak, for missing all that time with the ankle and then not preseason with the labrum injury and the shoulder and that, and he comes out and throws the ball 58 times and looks the way he does. That's the shame. That's the shame about playing Brady, right? Dak threw for 400 yards, had over 70% completion percentage, and nobody remembers it being
because
one
Brady
of the
did
best
that
games by a quarterback because fucking Tom Brady, right? But again, defense did force 4 turnovers and everything else. They look good. I don't know if I see them winning the division though. I think I'm going to go with the Washington football team as a shocker here. I think adding Fitzpatrick, will stabilize them. They'll get better quarterback play than they did last year, and that defense to me is
young and good.
That front 7 they have is ridiculous. And Chase Young, you want to talk about candidates for defensive player of the year?
Mm-hmm.
Chase Young is a problem. That man, and I hate Ohio State, so I hate giving him his due, but that man he's a problem. So I'm gonna go with the Washington football team.
And I have Washington as my final wild card team.
I think the Cowboys are going to do something, but I'm picking Fitzmagic.
Go with Fitzmagic there. Sure. All right, NFC North, we'll go Packers, Lions, Vikings, Bears. Who you got?
This is
Chris, are you keeping track of these picks so I can come on and gloat at the end of the season for being right and shitting on these two for being wrong?
I'm not. I really don't care like that.
He's watching What If or something.
We got it on video.
That's why we're live, so we can go back on demand anytime.
All right, NFC North, who you got?
I got the Packers, the revenge of Aaron Rodgers. Last season with the Packers.
Green Bay. Although Minnesota, I think Minnesota can give them a little bit of a run there. Chicago, to me, they're a year or two away, especially with Fields. I think Fields is going to be a really good quarterback. For them, it's just when you put him on the field because Dalton is Dalton. So we'll see. He might get in after week 1. He might even get in the first half of week 1, depending on how Dalton looks.
Yep. Throw 3 picks.
The red rifle.
Yeah, but I'm going with Rodgers here. Regardless of what happens after the season, I still like the Packers to win that division.
I'm gonna go with the Packers too.
All right, NFC South: Tampa Bay, New Orleans, Carolina, Atlanta. This is gonna be a clean sweep.
Going to Bucks. There ain't no team touching them, especially with the Saints without Breeze. They're not
you going with Jameis eating
famous? Nah, but I mean, yeah, I'm a little Buccaneers. They proved themselves at the end of the year. Buccaneers.
New Orleans was so ravaged by salary cap issues. They lost so many starters, and then the couple that they're coming in. Mike Thomas is going to be out the first probably 5-6 weeks.
Yeah.
They just traded for Bradley Roby, who suspended the first game of the year because of PED. So, Alvin Kamara is great, but he's not that great.
He's not the savior.
Not enough to win the division.
Yeah, I'm a sadly pick the Buccaneers. Who would have thought the creamsicle jersey Buccaneers?
Those are they're not. Do you like the creamsicles or do you hate the creamsicle?
I love the creamsicle.
I do. I love them.
Well, look what you have on right now. Like, of course,
I love them.
All right, so that's the NFC predictions there. Let's hop over to the AFC side. We'll start out west again. AFC West. Let's go. Chiefs, Chargers, Broncos, Raiders. Who you got?
Chiefs. Until I see somebody stop that Chiefs offense, it ain't gonna happen.
I'm gonna go Chiefs. I think they might have the one with 3 teams in the playoffs.
Yeah, Los Angeles, the Chargers, they could have finished 12-4, 13-3 last year if they weren't so terrible in situational football. Which is one of the reasons why they got a new coach in there. Yeah. Herbert's a guy. He's going to be a great quarterback for 10 to 12 years. The knock with them is they can't stay healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Bosa, Derwin James, like if you stay healthy,
Yeah.
that defense is going to be solid. So it's all about how they handle the little parts of the game that matter in the NFL, where that actually turns into wins and losses. So you got them. The Broncos defense is going to be really good. It's just a matter of how far can Bridgewater take them. Bridgewater is not going to be a guy to hurt you. He's not going to be a guy to cost you a game, but can he go out and win you a game? He has weapons there. They got the rookie running back Javonte Williams, Melvin Gordon's still there, Judy, Fant, Cortland Sutton's coming back. So they have weapons. It's just whether or not how much are you going to get out of Bridgewater?
Yep.
Chiefs are the Chiefs. There's no question in that. The Raiders are a fucking dumpster fire. So this division and the NFC West, for me, looking at it, were the two hardest to pick. Even though it's Kansas City, I think the Chargers and the Broncos will be better than what they were last year. All that being said, it's the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes. Like I'm not going to pick against them right now.
Yeah. And I got the Chargers as one of my wild card teams from that division.
All right, so let's go with the AFC South. Miami, New England, or that's the AFC East.
That's the East.
South, Texans, Jaguars, Colts, Titans. Automatically, you can eliminate two teams from this list because the Jaguars and Texans have no chance in hell, as somebody likes to say. So it's between Indy and Tennessee. Who you got?
I have the Colts, actually. I like their defense a lot. And
Defense is solid.
And I'm not a big fan of Carson Wentz, but I think he got a lot to prove. He's going to show the league what he could do. And I have Tennessee as another wild card team.
I got Tennessee with Julio and Brown and Henry.
Julio, Brown, and Henry. That's fucking solid. They have, their O line's still really good. The defense is going to be what's going to determine their season in my eyes. I think the offense will be fine. Although they do have a new play caller over there, so we'll see how that works out. Changing coordinator sometimes has a bigger impact than what you think. I hope Vrabel's smart enough to realize, hey, that fucking man-child back there in the backfield, his number's 22. Just give him the fucking ball. Keep wearing give the ball to Derek shirts whenever you go to games because don't get cute just because you have AJ Brown and Julio down there and you want to throw 50 times a game. Like stick to your bread and butter. Donald, I agree. I like Indy a lot. Their defense solid last year, really good. The only question marks for them is Wentz was already out preseason with that foot injury. It's supposed to be taken care of. He'll be back. Quentin Nelson's the same way, same surgery, same injury. T.Y. Hilton's out for a while. Can Michael Pittman, Zach Pascal, and Paris Campbell, who hasn't been healthy since he's coming to the league, are they going to be enough? Backfield-wise, Indy might have one of the best backfields in the NFL. They just re-signed Naheem Hines. They got Jonathan Taylor. Marlon Mack's still there. So, again, what are you going to get out of your quarterback? Because that'll ultimately decide how they go. All right, AFC East. Patriots, Jets, Dolphins. Who am I thinking?
Bills.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about them because we're playing them tomorrow, and I don't want to fucking remember them.
I got the Bills winning the division, and then I have the Dolphins as my final wild card team out of there.
Two of the Bills, picking the Bills.
This is going to pain me to say this. And with every being in my body, I do not want to say this. The Patriots are back. Poor old Stu Gottsline. Patriots are back.
I was thinking that too because their whole defense is coming back. Remember, they all opted out last year.
Listen, they had so many people opt out last year. They had injuries across the O-line. They get all those people back. They spent $150 million in free agency, and that doesn't always necessarily win you games. But when you're Bill Belichick and you sign the players that he signed, I have faith in Belichick to know I'm signing the right people. It's not like Washington signing freaking Albert Hainsworth to a $100 million contract, and he was out of the league in 2 years. This is Bill fucking Belichick. So until they prove me wrong, I'm going to go with the Patriots there. And I have Mac Jones as a fantasy quarterback, so we're good there. All right, AFC Northwise, here we go.
Homer.
Steelers, Ravens, Bengals, Browns. What do we got?
Pains me to say it, but I'm going with the Browns in the division this year. The Ravens are just ravaged by injuries. I love the Steelers to death, but I have no belief in the offensive line and the defensive backs at all. And the Bengals are just the Bengals. They'll never be good in my lifetime ever again.
Jay?
I'm going to go with the Steelers. My loyalty runs with the WWE.
The Homer in you continues.
Continues.
He's wearing all black and gold right now, too.
Yeah, I had to take the emotional hat off here looking at this and actually look at it with legitimate lenses instead of colored ones. I had to go with clear ones. Baltimore, I think coming into it was one of the ones that you could automatically peg to win that division. The injury bug, like you said, Donald has absolutely killed them. They just re-signed Latavius Murray. They signed Le'Veon Bell. I think they even signed Devontae Freeman. So you have those three backs.
They said boys are gonna be outside the stadium with Letterman jerseys on, looking for a shot.
It's bad. It's bad over there. But I mean that
Boobie Miles.
The defense has been hit with injuries too. I know the offensive side has gotten more news time because of the names that have gone down, but that defense is banged up coming into the year too. But the Ravens are always good, so they'll be in it to win it. The Browns, on paper, that team is legit. You saw it last year. They won a playoff game. They beat the Steelers. We're not going to rehash that because it was one of the worst performances ever. But, I mean, there's not too many knocks when you look at this team talent-wise from a roster standpoint that you can point at and say that's their weakness. That's how we're going to attack them. You have Myles Garrett, Jadeveon Clowney on the front. Linebackers are solid. The secondary, you got Greedy Williams and Denzel Ward out there coming back. Offensive side of the ball, Landry, Hunt, Chubb, Hooper, Njoku. Fucking OBJ's coming back. Again, this is more of what is Baker going to do?
Mm-hmm.
And realistically, it's all on Baker because that team everywhere else is a championship quality team as well as long as they can come together and perform. But if you're just looking roster wise, that's a team that you would say, oh, they're going to be in the Super Bowl. Just whether or not Baker can play and what he does with that roster. I still think they're going to ground and pound it consistently with Chubb and Hunt. Like, there's no reason to get away from that. But how good is Baker going to be? Steelers, Donald, for me, same concerns. O-line, secondary depth. Tomorrow's gonna tell the story of their year.
Yes, it is.
To me, I think Buffalo's going to eat up that O-line, and it's going to be a long day. Steelers are -6.5 right now. I think if I'm a bet man, I may actually bet the Bills tomorrow. I just can't say the Browns winning the division. The Browns and winning division just don't go together.
It hurts.
But I'll go chalk here and go with the rest of the national media and go with the Browns. Steelers, if the offensive line can gel a little bit and is serviceable, Steelers, I think, will be better than expected. I just don't know, 8-9.
You have to make the playoffs.
10-7.
I don't have them making the playoffs at all.
No, I don't. Will they have a losing record? I don't know. It hasn't happened under Tomlin, but you can't finish 500 no more. So
Mhm.
you either win or you lose.
It's black and white now. That's it.
So you're either 8-9 or you're 9-8. I don't see the
Mhm.
Steelers being too much more than that, honestly. Which sucks because, like, given Ben's age and where he's at, not really having a legitimate person behind him to take over the reins. I'd rather them be shitty and get a higher draft pick to take a quarterback, although this year's quarterback class is kind of weak when you look at it. However, throwing this out there now as a little pre-draft prediction. There's a Pittsburgh kid. He plays his football in Boston College that is built just like Ben Roethlisberger and led the ACC in passing yards last year. Phil Dracovic. Might see him in a Steelers uniform next year. Starting that out there as a quarterback that's not Spencer Rattler or any of these other guys that are getting the national hype.
The pub.
So, all right, that's it for NFL predictions. We'll see who's right, who's wrong.
Do we have Super Bowl winners?
I do. I did my research. Yeah, I have for the AFC Championship game, I have Chiefs and Bills rematch. NFC, I have Packers and Rams. I think the
Damn,
Rams.
you did the whole playoffs.
I did do the
You
playoffs.
simulated. You went on Madden and said,
I don't even have Madden, so I don't even know. So the Super Bowl, I got the Chiefs over the Rams, and I got Aaron Rodgers as MVP in his last year.
You got Rodgers with back-to-back MVPs?
Yes, I do. It's the revenge tour.
I'm going to take off my homer hat, and I'm going to go Chiefs, Packers, Chiefs winning.
It's so hard to pick against the Chiefs right now. Like, I mean, we haven't seen a team go 3 straight years to the Super Bowl since the Bills did it, right?
Mhm.
Like, it just doesn't happen in the NFL. It's a league of parity for a reason. I'll go Chiefs. Give me Bucks Bills. I'll go with the double B's.
Chris, get in here because your take is always
Right. You picked them last year.
Bucks win the Super Bowl back to back.